Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinion.
The crowd is... Assembled here at the FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, looking for a Grizzlies victory. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. This is the last stop for the 76ers before returning back to Philadelphia. Now, here's Ball. Here's Harden. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Phenomenal work from Harden there. The second he sees a lane open up, he attacks.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Now, here is Harden after the miss from Karl Malone. First quarter, just over a minute played. And stolen by Drummond. Here he goes. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, a powerful, forceful take from Drummond. Not settling for the layup, leaving no room for error with the flush.
Harden scanning the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Ball. Down low. Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that. Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Moody. Left side Jackson. Malone with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Here's Ball. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. That puts them in the lead.
And you can see how confident Malone is inside. I mean, he feels like he can score on anybody from there.
Harden with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Moody. And again, Memphis no good. The 76ers lead it. To the inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Pass to Embiid. And the rejection by Jackson. From the arc. And it's Bona with the rebound. Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Strong take from Embiid right there. The big fella's got major mobility.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Harden. Jackson with the screen. Ingram outside. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game. And the technical free throw is good. Just 4 seconds left in the first. And it's Pippen with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers on top, leading by just 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Inside, Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 4 points in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning them into offense.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
On the wing, Jackson. The wide open look here for Garland. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Rejected by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
To the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. So it's the Grizzlies now. They lead by 4. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Pass to Edey. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. It's rebounded by Memphis. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Timeout, timeout.
Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams changing it up here.
Timeout,
and
timeout.
We will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse.
Start it.
And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Harden on the wing. He's got 7. Really left alone that time. Pippen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Three-point shooting, one of the strengths of Scottie Pippen's game.
Back to Ball. Pass to Embiid. To the paint. Ball slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now Moody. Back to Harden. Jackson from long range. It's Drummond with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pass to Harden. Pippen outside. Back to Harden. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good.
An effective playmaker and a more efficient scorer. Harden continues to be a highly productive player, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Down low, Malone. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Harden, that's good.
And Harden has the ultimate green light. I mean, it's uber green, including launching from outside of the state. Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Grizzlies lead by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Pippen a screen. Pulls it up. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Malone. Oh, and the dunk by Malone.
Oh, the big man. Putting some extra spice on that one. Malone with the explosive jam.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leading, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
There's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
Pass to Moody. Memphis moving that ball around. Left side, ball. Bucket is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Pass to Edey. George with the steal. To the middle. Here's Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Oh, the D is at fault there. You can't let Malone get that type of position inside. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
But we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Thompson, left side. To the inside. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Thompson is double. Ingram outside. All alone. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
That shot missing.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Back to Ball. Inside. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Ausar Thompson.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Enzo Harden will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Out to the right wing. Here's Moody. Off target with his three. 76ers trailing. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Malone. And there's the call on Karl Malone. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Substitution on the court.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And another miss by Memphis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Pass to Ingram. A steal. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. .59 seconds left to play here in the third. Stolen by Harden. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And Pippen slams it in.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
There's the screen. There's Hero with the three. Lets it go from deep. The 76ers again can't hit it. Memphis leading by 4. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter.
They've been disjointed offensively, guys. I mean, they've given back some of the lead because of it.
To the middle. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
To the paint. Here's Ingram. Pass to Clark. And the rejection by Embiid. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Pippen with the steal. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have...
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Now, ball. George up top. Embiid the screen. And Paul George, good for the 3.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
The drive by Thompson, and stolen by Drummond. Here's George. And here is Ball. Down low. Picked him clean. And it's Memphis on the break. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Back to Malone. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Pippen. Memphis leading. In the corner, Harden. Outside Pippen. Puts up a deep 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Pippen. One-on-one here. Here's Jackson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. To the inside. Malone. He gets it in there. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Now here's Thompson. Pippen for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Ball with it. Good D by Harden. Thompson with it. George picks him up. It's Pippen on the wing. From deep. Connects from 3-point range.
Boy, that's leadership right there. Coming through in the clutch. Pippen knocking it down in a big moment.
To the left wing. Deep 2 from Ball. Edey with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Pass to Embiid. Tries again. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Really a good decision turning to Drummond in this spot. Needing a big basket, and he goes and gets it.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
Down low. Ball with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Harden lets up. The three ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Malone. Outside, Ball. Malone with the screen. And it's Ball penetrating. That shot off. Thompson surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Gets the bucket and the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. Boy, the and one is big, making this now a two-possession game.
Here's Ball. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Harden. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Thompson takes it off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up.
Rule number 1, keep your eyes open. Rule number 2, stand on business, move like a boss. Walk in sacks, filter, pick it up, I ain't check.
Badder done. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Boss up. Any boy this ballot on them in a bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done with a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Bassline drop I tell you. Nobody better than we.
T-shirt tucked in, napkin. Still loading, that's the caption. I've only mounted a minimal fraction. Eat good, I got indigestion. Best in my hood, no aspirin. Can't get rid of my pain with aspirin. Dave just came in at Aston, I'm making that Maybach music. They're trying to insult my intelligence. Sometimes I may act stupid. I never went uni, I've been on a campus. Students, if bro let the drumstick beat, then something gon' leak. We ain't playing exclusives.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting. Can't just stare. We're babe through thick and thin. She already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters. I just put 9 gal in a sprinter. 100. It won't fit in one SUV. No. SOS. Somebody rescue me. I got too many. I got. They could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright, let's send the address through, please. Fire for a wife, can't rock with that, I ain't wearing a vest. Man, have to send her therapy, she got it a lot on her chest. I'm in Jamaica, Orica best. Hit a lick when cash converters, that don't work, it's chest. I'm doing more and talking less. I love chilling with broke man, but one flight and they're all impressed. I'm in the G63, the car hugged me like a
Welcome, everybody. To another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We're at the home of the Grizzlies, the FedEx Forum in beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. And, of course, C.J. McCollum. Team moving on here without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And Kobe gets it to go.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
So timeout called here. First for Memphis. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Moody. No good on the three. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Thompson, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Thompson. Outside for Pippen. No good on the triple. And the Pelicans with the possession. Here's Kobe. And Jones has it in the corner. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Kobe. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
A terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. They could use a bucket. And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Bryant looking around, and the foul called on Kobe Bryant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Moody. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Thompson with the bucket.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
And he gets it back. Green in the high post. In the corner, it's Bryant. Kobe draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kobe's got his third bucket of the night.
You're just making it look easy. You think about the kind of impact that Draymond Green can have in the entirety of the game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Harden launches it from deep. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pelicans leading by 3. Jones drives in. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
In attack mode, Jones going right to the hoop.
Stolen by Jones. Pass to Green. The layup missed.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Kobe Bryant getting it done for the Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Harden. Hasn't made one yet. To the middle. Here's Heaton. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. In the corner, it's Capella. Grizzlies with the rebound. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Harden. Shoots. And it falls over the rim and in. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Inside. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his second bucket.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. They kick it out to Green. Back to Green. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll, but it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Jackson from long range. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch five. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Pelicans making a change here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. The drive by Green. No one near him. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first bucket of the night.
Now that's some bonus points there, as Looney's teammates love it when he shoots off the pass like that.
Down low, Edey laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Bryant down low. It doesn't go in. He's 3 for 9 now and frustrated.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Doyle's making a switch here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. Here's the screen. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the number 2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Both free throws good from Green.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Garland feeling it out a little bit to the inside. And that one's good. Ingram's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Green. Stolen by Garland. Ingram with it. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Right side, Garland. Edey. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Edey's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to talk to his guys. And it's Harden with the ball for the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Let's get an update on Clint Capella with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for New Orleans. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. You're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Pass to Messi. Three-pointer, Payton. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Pass to Jackson. Down low. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside Bryant. Green, the screen. To end the run. Oh, the agility and finish of Kobe Bryant.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Deflects the pass. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Oh, and that all started on the other end. Payton turning them over. Defense to offense.
Pelicans trail by 4. Kobe on the drive. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 14 points for Kobe Bryant.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Inside. Back to Clark. To the middle. Here's Green. It's good. This game is all even.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the paint. Here's Edey.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Green drives in. Oh, that's blocked. Jones, no one around him. A miss that time would have put him up. So it's the Grizzlies now. A 2-point game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 8 points.
The paint, that's where Jones likes to live, and that's where he's comfortable, and he can use that length to his advantage.
To the left side wing. A wide open look here for Garland. Now Ingram. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Clock at 4. Here's Thompson. And again, Memphis no good. And here's New Orleans now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Edey. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Memphis leading. Down low. Edey. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Edey's got 10 points in the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
The ball on the floor is a jump ball.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Outside Garland. It's stolen by Green. It doesn't go for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And timeout called by Willie Green. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
Outside, Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis leading by 6. Here's Thompson. Messi grabs the rebound. Here's Bryant. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the middle. Messi shot is good.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Green, no luck. The Grizzlies on offense. Here's Harden on the wing. Offline with his 3. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Bryant. And the rejection by Jackson. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Memphis on defense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Bryant. Slam! Kobe Bryant flying high!
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Edey. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside Bryant. And the wide open shot from Green. Left side Jones. Outside Green. Pass to Kobe. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And the taken by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Memphis leading by 6. Thompson with it. Jones covering. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Green, the screen. And here's Kobe for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Got that bucket. And that's now 18 points for Kobe Bryant.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Harden outside. Inside. Jackson misses. Pelicans trailed by 6. Bryant in the post.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Jones. Got a hand on it. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Edey. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational. It feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Edey and the powerful one-handed slam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Pass to Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Green.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Knocked loose. Pass to Green.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he hits both. Here's the 3. And he recovers it. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
On me, bro, tell us get out on my on my armpit. I'm turning up like I don't got my own. Get off on an island, both our phones on silent. Like what you heard about me, you gotta come and try this. Make these handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little that worship me. I ain't buy my other purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute.
In the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. This right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If it's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact. Guess I gotta go again and show him it ain't luck, yup. And they thought it was over for me, boy, they had me. Been through all the rain, now the sun on me. Ain't no point in stressing, gon' be what it's gon' be. Back to back with the prayers, so many times I got it memorized. I done seen so much pain, that got me desensitized. OG's talking about stick to the script, I had to improvise. This that classic B.I.G., I got them hypnotized. Moving at my own pace, doing it my way. Way before the braids, yeah, they been took the wave. Ain't nobody from the crib ever did it big like this. It's like my parents turned to my kids, how I'm taking care of they. I had to go through it just to get to it. Had to watch from the bench, I had to sit through it. Get to it, trust issues, brought my to it. My aunt had to do it. I hope the same demons don't haunt me. Come with the down life, members only. I'd have been down so bad before, I swear I wasn't gonna get back. But look, the old me and the new me is a mismatch. They don't understand or how much it's taking off your mind, off your soul, just to show up and make it. This for my dog that's overwhelmed. Even if he don't make no one never break it. Cause we've been through this and that, though we still intact. If they off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
That's how I'm living, like I'm in a city. That's how I'm whipping, like I got a money. 4 a.m. in this, ain't going to sleep, I'm on a mission. Louis V on my bag, get some money, made a difference. I'm still the same, no different. But I came a long way from Jan, sported penny pinching. Talking about L's, man, I hand them out on any given. Sunny clothes to the public, still I'm getting chicken. I'm just reminiscing, I was broke as when that song dropped the fake. Heard they talking about I switch, I put the city on my back.
Been through this and that, though we still intact. If they off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
Wait, man, I came too far to let you in me. Back coming, that's a fact, that's
our funk zooms like it. They flock to booms, man, boogie had to change. Who freaks the clips with mad amount percussion? Where kinky hair goes to unthought of dimensions. Why it's so fly? Cause hip-hop kept some what? By the cut, we push it off the corner. How was the buzz entire hip-hop era? Was fresh in fact since they started saying Audi. Cause funk's made fat from right beneath my hood. The pooba of the styles like Miles. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junky rhythms right down your block. We like that. I'm cool 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 like that. I'm cool. I'm cool.
We be the chocolates, taps to my raps. She innovates after sweeter cat naps. He at the funk club with the vibrate. Them they be crazy down with the 5-link. It can kick a plan, then a crowd burst. Me, I be digging it with the bug burst. Us, we be freaking till dawn beats an eye. He gets a stranger smile, so I say hi. Who understood? Yeah, understood the plans. Him heard of it and put it to his hands. What? I just flip, let borders get loose. How to consume all the beaches like juice. We'll lift it off the plastic. The babes will go spastic. Hip hop is a classic. Play a shot, it don't matter. I'm fatter, axe butter, how I zone.
Man, Cleopatra Jones.
And I'm chill like that. 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 I'm chill.
Get you free, cause the clips be fat for us. Them dug the jams and commenced to going off. She sweats the beats and asked me cause she me, I got crew, kids, 7 and a crescent. Us cause a buzz when it him, that's my man with the asteroid belt. They catch a fizz from the Mr. Doodle Big. He rocks a tee from the Brooklyn 9. The rebirth is slick like my gangster stroll. The lyrics just like Luke, come in stacks and rolls. You used to find the bug in a box with Dave. Now he boogies up your stage, plats, twist the braids, and I'm peace like that. 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 I'm peace.
Check it out, man. I groove like that. I'm smooth like that. I jive like that. I roll like that.
Yeah, I'm thick like that. I stack like that. I'm down like that. I'm black like that.
Well, yo, I funk like that. I'm fat like that. I'm in like that cause I swing like that.
We jazz like that. We freak like that. We zoom like that. We out. We out. We out.
Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, Relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, thanks and praises. Give God the thanks and praises. Give God thanks and praises. Give God thanks and praises. Give him the thanks and the praises. Thanks and the praises. Give him the thanks and the praises.
It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. Here we go. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Ayton a screen. Payton drives in, goes back up. Crafty move. And Ayton with the layup.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Al Payton following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Three-pointer hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Here's Payton. The rebound by Harden.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Right side, Pippen. No good. Shot missing. Avdia with the defensive effort. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Payton. Over Harden. No good off the back of the rim.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Well, once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
Pippen a screen. It's Pippen on the wing. All alone. Portland grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Over to the wing. Pass to Thibault. Portland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Payton. And Moody pulls it down.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And stolen by Payton.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal. You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game, and an exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
The three from Harden. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Memphis leading. Pass to Pippen. .125 in the first quarter. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Now, here's Payton. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Moody. On the wing, Jackson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Left side, Jackson. Pass to Moody. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
If you want to do some kind of search out there for professional scorer, James Harden's picture pops up first. I mean, this guy does it all.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In the paint, Simons really has to go up against it. Credit to him for sticking with that play and seeing some daylight in it.
Free throw good, Simons. So he gets them both. Thompson left side. Kicks it out to Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harden's got 7 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's a tie game in Memphis. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Outside, Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Outside Jackson. There's the pick. Back to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Now here's Garland. He has yet to score. To the paint. And stolen by Sharp. Here's the break. The finish. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. He can do things most others can't.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. Here's Simons. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Back to Sharp. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Sharp's got 6.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Here's Heaney. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Grant. Outside, Simons. Here's Klingon.
2 minutes remaining.
Puts up a deep three. They get it again. Outside, Simons. To the middle. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Exceptional athleticism from Sharp, just rocketing off the floor.
Pass to Jackson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Edey. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the first half. Ingram outside. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he knocks down the first one. And it's tied up with that one. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Anderson looking it over. He gets it in there.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Now, here's Garland. Still without a basket. Here's Edey. And he drops it in from the low post. Edey's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Anderson with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And he drives in, and that one is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Memphis out in front as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-6 run. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Outside Jackson. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. Right side, Pippen. Outside for Jackson. There's the 3. Henderson pulls it in. Portland trailing here. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Trailblazers. Thompson outside. Harden left side. Back to Thompson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Avdia can't hit. Now, here's Thompson. Brent with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team. And he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The shot from the low post is good. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Avdia. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Gotta like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
Thompson outside. Jackson up top. To the inside. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Portland grabs the miss. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Pass to Ayton. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Pippen. Nice move. And it's Pippen with the jam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And it's Ayton missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Trailblazers making a switch here. Garland looking it over. Pass to Edey. Down low. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And the basket is good. Klingen's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, good luck against Klingen in close. That's where he makes his money.
Pass to Clark. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Grant with the ball. Now Sharp. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open look here for Klingen. Bangs home the trifecta. Klingen's got 5 points so far. Memphis leading.
You gotta take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Edey. Count it! He got it!
That's how you do. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies call timeout. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Now, you can see the work that Avdia has put into that three-point shot.
Harden outside. Left side Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Shoots the three. Here's Pippen. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Payton. Pass to Ayton. Ingram with the steal. Here's Pippen. Defended by Thibault. Moody's shot is off. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Now Ayton. Ayton outside. And here is Ayton. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ayton inside to take the lead. Here's Avdia. Thibault for three. The second effort.
And Pippen is a rugged defender, has tremendous length, and that helps him cover a lot of ground.
Back to Moody. 6 to shoot. And another miss by Memphis. So it's Portland now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Payton looking it over. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Pippen. Trying to get something going. Avdia with a defensive effort. Pass to Ayton. Out to Payton. Launches it. The offensive rebound. And it's Ayton missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Harden right side. Inside. And he drops him the layup off the glass. Pippen's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage.
And he makes that one.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Here's Jackson. And that one is good.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Payton with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Back to Ayton. Outside, Payton. Pass to Ayton. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Portland.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Both teams will make substitutions. Memphis trailing here. Thompson in the corner. Pass to Edey. Puts the move on. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Yeah, Ausar Thompson is a proficient passer.
1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Payton. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sharp on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Edey picks one up.
How about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Thompson, high post. To the paint. Clinging with the steal. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Avdia. Edey with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Got a piece of it. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up.
Yeah. Big bag, got him big mad. Get into some money in his bag. Jumping out the Rolls truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As in my hood, he gon' set it on stamp. And when them situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of it damp.